So Hillary Clinton has just crawled out of her lair in hiding to release a new video on YouTube under the Democrats channel where she has a few interesting things to say.
Hello, Democrats. Thank you all for coming together to represent our party at its best. United, energized, and ready to wage and win the battles ahead.
Okay, so hello Democrats. Thank you all for coming together to represent our party at its best. United, energized, and ready to wage and win the battles ahead. Wage and win the battles ahead. United and energized at its best. Considering some of the recent events, while this language that Hillary uses right in the beginning and throughout the rest of her entire video may, without context, seem like just kind of nice, flowery, vague stuff. Wow, such liberal, much progressive, good stuff. In the context of what's been going on over the last couple months since Trump became president, the riots, the protests, some level of protest acceptable. When they start beating people, when they start getting violent, when they start smashing windows and stores, that is not acceptable. And that is the reality of the situation right now, is that it's going too far. It is going too far. There's a lot of people saying, Nazi, 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 Trump Nazi, this Nazi, white nationalism, this, that, right? They're really taking it on a track of these people are Nazis and we need to punch them in the face. We need to do it, right? If you haven't seen my other video that covers this type of stuff more, I'm going to link to my presentation on Yvette Felarca down below, she headed the riots in Berkeley at Milo Yiannopoulos' speech. And as I said then and will say now, I don't agree with everything he says, but that's not a reason to burn down the society around you because some guy with ideas you don't like is speaking. At no point does Milo advocate for violence, ever. Not a violent man. And yet people advocate for violence to stop him. And as Winston Churchill says, the fascists of the future will call themselves anti-fascists. And that is exactly what they call themselves. They call themselves Antifa or anti-fascists. And a variety of other names. Yvette Felarca calls her organization, she's a middle school teacher, by the way, and there's multiple teachers in this organization. They call it By Any Means Necessary. The Coalition for Equality by Any Means Necessary. That's their group. By Any Means Necessary. BAMN. You can Google that acronym. And they mean it. There's videos of this chick showing you, if you have any doubt, exactly what she means. There's videos of her calling the Berkeley riots, where numerous people were injured, hurt, numerous businesses were burned and broken into. She calls them a stunning success. This is the context for Hillary Clinton's video. This is what you need to keep in mind when Hillary says things like, "Thank you for all coming together to represent our party at its best. United, energized, and ready to wage war." Sorry, that's me. She doesn't say war. That's my emphasis. So, that's me being dramatic, right? But ready to wage and win the battles ahead. I suspect the first draft of her thoughts had war. You know what I mean? You can omit the word war, and you can make these sentences seem, palatable. Like, oh, you can't really call her out on this, but I'm calling her out on this. Because I think the context is important. I think when you have riots going on because everyone thinks, sorry, not everyone, but a vocal idiotic minority, thinks that Trump is a Nazi, right? People at these riots call them protests. Ridiculous. When that's the context and you don't speak out about it at all, you become culpable. And I am saying that Hillary Clinton is now culpable, is now part of these riots. When you come out and you it's someone who has a voice and who has a platform, and she hasn't really put out any substantial public messages since the election. She has been in her hidey hole, hiding away, regrowing her lizard skin or whatever she has to do. I don't know. And she's going to come out now, a couple months in, after we've had ongoing riots and unrest in the country. The country is divided because of the ridiculous polarized rhetoric during the election. And Hillary wants to come out and not mention the riots at all. And I'm going to tell you, we don't have to watch her entire video. I did. I'm telling you. It's only 3 minutes. You can watch it too. She does not say anything about the riots. She does not say anything about not being violent the entire video. Right? So she starts the video off and we're united and energized and ready to wage and win the battles ahead. And in the context of the country, right now, what she's saying is absolutely calling for a civil war, in my opinion. She's not outright saying it, so she's going to get away with it. But when you don't say anything about the violence happening, and you don't bother to think to mention, hey, maybe I should throw out there that you guys should, try to tone it down on some of this stuff. And just like, hey guys, remember, we can peacefully resist without having to resort to violence. She doesn't say that. That would be real easy. That would placate me. That would have probably made it so I didn't even do this video. I would have been like, oh, Hillary doing a thing. A lot of people will cover that. I don't care. But when I watch this, and the entire 3-minute video is just her supporting and encouraging anyone who is anti-Trump, basically, I am saddened and disgusted. I was already extremely disgusted by this woman, but it's amplified now, if that's even possible. Not going to play you the entire video because a lot of it is garbage, but we're going to move on to next little section here.
Now, as Democrats, we have diverse views and backgrounds. We are Democrats, after all.
Yeah, real fucking hilarious. Because only Democrats have diverse views and backgrounds, right? We're Democrats, after all. That's why we have diverse views and backgrounds. Get the fuck out of here with that narrative, man. Implying Trump supporters don't have diverse views and backgrounds is just wrong of you, Hillary. From here, for about an entire next minute of the video, is pretty much entirely platitudes and garbage about, wow, such progressive, much inspiration, such doing, such greatness. Garbage. But keep in mind, this is after her little intro in the beginning of ready to wage and win the battles. So yeah, and just, some platitudes about that.
And everywhere, people are marching, protesting, tweeting, speaking out, and working for an America that's hopeful, inclusive, and big-hearted.
An America that's hopeful, inclusive, and big-hearted. This is fancy speak. I shouldn't say fancy speak. This is garbage code speak for globalism, right? Look at the, and I did a video on this as well. Look at Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook's Globalist Manifesto he just released recently. He just goes on and on and on about how we need a global, inclusive community. Just inclusive of everybody's ideas. And that is absolutely a garbage idea, that we can just include everything, okay? There are some things that you cannot include because they're absolutely antithetical to each other, okay? We cannot both have a society in which women are equal and we support women's rights and we want to be progressive, and a society in which we're able to import a whole bunch of people who think that women should be subject to Sharia law, should have to conceal themselves in public, that their testimony in court should be worth half as much, that homosexual people should be punished by death, that people that blaspheme maybe should be punished by death. These are just some examples of things off the top of my head that are entirely antithetical to my culture, and I do not have any desire or will to just be inclusive of these things, okay? Just this inclusivity of everything is just garbage. That's what it is. It's just a garbage position, but they advocate for it. So there you have it.
So now more than ever, we need to stay engaged in the field and online.
So now more than ever, we need to stay engaged in the field and online. And keep in mind, I'm just going to point out again the context. At no point in this entire video does Hillary bother to say, oh, hey guys, remember, let's not be violent. Let's not pepper spray people in the face just because they're wearing a Trump hat, okay? Let's not beat people half to death with flagpoles just because they're wearing Trump hats and trying to go see a conservative guy talk, okay? Let's not do that stuff. Let's not burn down our cities and our towns just because we're mad, okay? At no point in the video does she say that. So when she says things like, we need to, in the field and online, in the field, we need to go wage and win battles in the field and online. What kind of fucking language is this, man? Can you imagine if this crazy bitch fucking got her way and was president? We would probably be at war with Russia right now.
Let resistance plus persistence equal progress for our party and our country.
Wow. Wow. She doesn't let up. The entire video is basically just a call to arms for all the idiots out there protesting and rioting. Let resistance plus persistence equal progress. What the fuck is that? Resistance plus persistence? Again, with the context of what is going on, that's going to equal progress? More riots? More protests? More pointless marches with women in pussy hats? What the fuck is that going to progress as a society? Holy shit, what a fucking world we live in. And she follows that up with,
thank you to the leaders who've already done so much, beginning with Barack and Michelle Obama. Thanks as well to Donna and the DNC leadership, and to the outstanding bench of Democrats stepping up to lead us forward.
And maybe, in this sentence, maybe this just slipped by you a little bit, but it didn't slip by me. She said, oh, thank you to the leaders. Thank you, Barack. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, Barack, the race baiter, who ruined America's race relations in 8 years. Thank you, Barack. But anyway, thank you, Barack. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks as well to Donna and the DNC leadership. In case you guys don't know, in case apparently Hillary thinks you forgot, Donna Brazile was the woman who had to step down because she gave Hillary the questions to a debate in advance. Maybe you guys don't remember that. Whoa, I remember that. So Hillary finds time in her little garbage call to arms video here to give a thanks as well to Donna, parentheses, for trying to help me out and let me cheat that debate. You know, we got caught, but thanks anyway, Donna. What is this, man? This, and maybe, you guys didn't hear about this, so I just covered a little bit again. Yeah, WikiLeaks exposed in an email between the Podestas and Donna Brazile, where Donna's like, oh, hey guys, so just wanted to let you know you're gonna get a real tough question. Hillary's gonna get a real tough question at that thing. You're gonna have someone who has a rash, who has like lead poisoning and blah blah blah, and she outlines everything they're gonna have to look out for and this hard question that Hillary's gonna get. It's like, oh, Hillary, you're gonna get this hard question about lead poisoning. Let me fill you in advance because cronyism, right? And what evidence do we have that Trump was getting help in these? Zero. Right? And can you imagine if somebody, any journalist, had emailed Trump the question or questions to some debate in advance? How much shit that would stir in the media, and how little you probably heard about the Donna Brazile thing. And now Hillary has the fucking balls on this woman. Holy shit. Hillary has the fucking balls to say thanks to Donna Brazile. Wow. It blows my mind that she has the fucking balls to do that, but I guess she does.
So keep fighting and keep the faith. And I'll be right there with you every step of the way. God bless you, and God bless America.
So keep fighting. Keep the faith. Again, God bless you and God bless America. And, without evaluating the context, and if we forget the fact that during her entire 3-minute video, where she numerous times says, wage battles. We need to stay engaged in the field. We need to keep fighting. She's got all these phrases that I think I can quite clearly see are encouraging violence, riots. Not a single time does she ever bother to say, hey guys, just, remember, we can do this peacefully. Not a single time. So that she ends it with, God bless you and God bless America. No, I don't think so, Hillary. You don't get to hedge like that. What is up with this, guys? Please let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Am I just being overly dramatic and reading too much into this? Is Hillary's 3-minute video calling for waging? We're going to win these battles. We're going to stay engaged in the field. We're going to keep fighting. Is her video just full of this hateful, divisive rhetoric? Serve any purpose other than to be hateful, divisive, and to further separate our country? Is this woman one of the worst fucking people on the planet right now? Yeah, that's what I think. Love to hear your arguments. You have anything to convince me otherwise. If not, we're going to end with a couple things here. I want to show you at 2 minutes, 2 seconds. We got a clip of Hillary talking about basically how these rioters and these protesters are going to be the future members of Congress, future presidents. Sad. I disagree. I don't think so. We'll see if reasonable argument and logic can still win Hillary. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that you are just a bitter old woman desperately clutching for straws with the help of some outdated and antiquated media, and that you have no real bearing on the world anymore, and that rational people can evaluate what you're saying and see how absolutely ridiculous it is. And that's what I choose to believe, and that's why I'm doing this video. I do not think that these rioters and these foolish, violent idiots in the street will be our future presidents and our future members of Congress. I actively refute that idea. And to end it on a happy note,
and while we didn't get the outcome we worked so hard for,
we didn't get the outcome we wanted, and it pleased the shit out of me, because they didn't get the outcome they wanted, did they? Oh no, they didn't get the outcome they wanted. And I don't think that Hillary is going to get the outcome she wants with this speech either. I don't think she will get her civil war. More and more each day, I like to believe in the power of the alternative media and the power of philosophy and logic and reason to reach people like you and to broaden your viewpoints and to have you question the narrative that is being pushed down your throat by these traditional channels. Thank you for watching.